Hello everyone, my name is Ms. Shweta S. Patil. Today's topic for the discussion is the design challenges of embedded system. Learning outcomes. At the end of the session, the learners will be able to give design challenges, constraints of embedded system and optimizing design metrics. Give debugging tools and languages in an embedded system. Give embedded system categories. Contents. Design challenges or constraints of embedded system and optimizing design metrics. Debugging tools and languages in an embedded system. Third is the embedded system categories. Design challenge, optimizing design metrics. Here power, size, NRE cost, performance all are the design challenges which are decided by the manufacturer according to the requirement of the application. Design metric computation, here decreasing one may increase others. The embedded system designer construct an implementation that fulfills desired functionality, but a difficult challenge is to construct an implementation that simultaneously optimizes numerous design metrics. A design metric is a measurable feature of systems implementation. Common relevant metrics include unit cost, the monetary cost of manufacturing each copy of the system excluding NRE cost. NRE cost means non-recurring engineering cost. The monetary cost of designing the system. Once the system is designed, any number of units can be manufactured without incurring any additional design cost. Hence, the term non-recurring. Size. The physical space required by the system measured in bytes for software and gates or transistor for hardware is included in the size of the embedded system. Performance of the embedded system. The execution time or throughput of the system is nothing but the one of the design challenge of the embedded system. Power of the embedded system. The amount of power consumed by the system which determines the lifetime of a battery or the cooling requirement of the IC, since more power means more heat. Flexibility. The ability to change the functionality of the system without incurring heavy NRE cost. Software is typically considered very flexible. Time to market. The amount of time required to design and manufacture the system to point the system can be sold to customers. Time to prototype. The amount of time to build a working version of the system which may be bigger or more expensive than the final system implementation, but can be used to verify the system's usefulness and correctness and to refine the system's functionality. Correctness. We can check the functionality throughout the process of designing the system, and we can insert test circuitry to check that manufacturing was correct. Safety. The probability that the system will not cause harm. Debugging tools in an embedded system. Debugging is a methodical process to find and reduce the number of bugs or error, flaw or fault in computer program or a piece of electronic hardware so that it works as expected. Debugging is difficult when subsystems are tightly coupled, because a small change in one system can create bugs in another. Bugs mean error here. Debugging tools are simulator, microcontroller starter kits, and third is the emulator. Simulator. Simulation is the imitation of some real thing, state of affairs or process. The act of simulating something generally entails representing certain key characteristics or behaviors of selected physical or abstract system. Code is tested for microcontroller unit or system by simulating it on the host computer used for code development. Simulators try to model the behavior of the complete microcontroller in software. Functions of simulator. A simulator performs the following functions. First, defines the processor or processing device family as well as its various versions for the target system. Monitors the detailed information of a source code part with labels and symbolic arguments as the execution goes on for each single step. Third function, it provides the status of RAM and simulated ports of the target system for each single step execution. Microcontroller starter kit. A microcontroller starter kit consists of hardware board, evaluation board, in-system programmer, some software tools like compiler, assembler, linker, etc. Sometimes an IDE and code size limited evaluation version of a compiler. A big advantage of these kits over simulators is that they work in real time and thus allow for easy input or output functionality verification. Starter kits, however, are completely sufficient and cheapest option to develop simple microcontroller projects. Here, emulator adapter is shown. Here, computer host with emulator software is shown over here, target board is here and emulator adapter in between these two connection we are going to use here. An emulator duplicates the functions of one system using a different system so that second system behaves like the first system. This focus on exact reproduction of external behavior is in contrast to some other forms of computer simulation which can concern an abstract model of the system being simulated. Core of the embedded system. The core of the embedded system falls into any of the following categories: general purpose and domain specific processors. In that, first is the microprocessor, second is the microcontroller, third is the digital signal processors. Second is the application specific integrated circuits. Third is the programmable logic devices, PLDs. Fourth is the commercial off the shelf components, COTs. A microprocessor is a silicon chip representing a central processing unit. A microprocessor is a dependent unit and it requires the combination of other hardware like memory, timer unit and interrupt controller etc. for proper functioning. Developers of microprocessor is the Intel. Microcontroller. A microcontroller is a highly integrated chip that contains a CPU, scratch pad, RAM, special and general purpose register arrays, on-chip ROM or flash memory for storage, for program storage, timer and interrupt control units and dedicated input-output ports. Texas Instruments TMS-1000 is considered as the world's first microcontroller. Some embedded system applications require only 8-bit controllers, whereas some requiring superior performance and computational needs demand 16 or 32-bit controllers. The instruction set of a microcontroller can be RISC or CISC. Microcontrollers are designed for either general purpose application requirement or domain specific application requirement. Digital signal processors. DSP are powerful special purpose 8 or 16 or 32-bit microprocessor designed to meet the computational demands and power constraints of today's embedded audio, video and communication applications. DSP are 2 to 3 times faster than general purpose microprocessors in the signal processing applications. This is because of the architectural difference between DSP and general purpose microprocessors. Digital signal processors implement algorithms in hardware which speeds up the execution, whereas general purpose processor implement the algorithm in software, and the speed of execution depends primarily on the clock for the processor. DSP includes following key points. Program memory. It is a memory for storing the program required by DSP to process the data. Data memory. It is a working memory for storing temporary variables and data or signal to be processed. Computational engine. It performs the signal processing in accordance with the stored program memory. Computational engine incorporated many specialized arithmetic units, and each of them operates simultaneously to increase the execution speed. It also includes multiple hardware shifters for shifting operands and saves execution time. Input-output unit. It acts as an interface between the outside world and DSP. It is responsible for capturing signals to be processed and delivering the processed signals. These are the references